Hello, Year 7. Welcome back to Fantastic Places Home Learning. This week we're going to have a look at Dubai. So our title this week is to assess Dubai's economical change over time. First of all, on our learning journey, we're going to locate the city of Dubai and understand its key characteristics. After that, we will look at the employment structure of Dubai, and finally, we're going to explain the reasons for rapid growth and development within Dubai. Before we start, a quick reminder how we refer to tasks as developing, secured and mastered. This will help you to work at the correct level for your MG grades. So if you are aiming for a grade 4, you're going to try and complete the developing task. If you're aiming for grade 5 or 6, try your best to complete secured tasks. Then if you're aiming for grade 7 or above, you can try to complete the mastered tasks. This should help you to work towards your minimum grade, but if you feel like stretching yourself, you can attempt more difficult tasks than what is linked to your MG. For this lesson, you should need a pen or pencil and some paper or a Word document, whichever you would like to do your work on. First of all then, we're going to look at the location of Dubai and its characteristics. So we're going to look at where it is and what it is like there. You are going to be using the treasure hunt sheet to help you answer some questions on Dubai. If you are working at a developing level, you are going to try to answer all of the developing questions. If you're working at a secure level, you will try to answer all the developing and secure questions. Then if you're working at a grade 7 or above or want to push yourself, you can do the master task, which is to answer all of the questions. The treasure hunt sheet will be attached to class charts for you to help you out. This gives you information for each question. Remember to upload a picture of your completed work and upload this onto class charts when you're done. Next on your learning journey is to look at the employment structure of Dubai. This means that we're going to see what kind of jobs people have in the country. There are 4 main job types. This is primary, secondary, tertiary and quaternary. A primary job means you are obtaining natural resources from the ground to use to produce things. A secondary job means that you are making things with those resources. A tertiary job is offering a service, so if you're working in a shop or where you're helping people out, that is a tertiary job. If it's a quaternary job, that is technology and research. So they are high skilled jobs you need a degree for to help produce new scientific things. If you're working at a developing level, you can use a YouTube video linked on class charts to give one example for a job for each of these sectors. So if you're working at developing level, you just have to give us one example of each job type from the YouTube video. If you are working at a secure level, you'll be using the pie chart to answer a GCSE style question. For a secure level, you'll be answering the general, closer and specific to describe the job sectors. So you'll look generally which job sector is the most popular. Is it primary, secondary, tertiary or quaternary? And then closer in, which job sector is the biggest? So which job has the biggest share of employment in Dubai? Look at the percentages for this to help you out. And specifically, this job has what percent of the structure? So how much do they own? And what is the least popular job? And then move on to mastered. If you're working at level 7 plus, you are going to try to explain the exception to the trend that you've identified. So you're going to tell me which job sector doesn't fit the trend that you've identified. Remember to take a picture of the work that you've done of your job sectors or your GCSE answer to upload onto class charts. The final part of your learning journey is to explain why Dubai has had such a rapid development. So this means how they made so much money so quickly. You're going to be using the first timeline to help you understand why this happened. If you're working at a developing level, you are going to draw this timeline with pictures to explain what's happened at each point. So you would be drawing a picture, focus on the primary industry, so fishing village, and then moving on to trading goods with Iran and India, that's their secondary industry, and then their final picture, looking at the discovery of oil. If you're working at a secure level, you are going to tell me, when did Dubai become wealthy? And how do you know this? So at what point, using the top timeline or the bottom timeline, did Dubai become really rich? How do you know that? And then mastered, you will use the bottom timeline to explain what the future of Dubai might look like. So what might the impacts of Dubai's development be on the environment, or how might they make more money in the future? Now remember, take a picture of this to upload to class charts, take a picture of your developing task of the pictures you've drawn for each part of the timeline, secure task, when did Dubai become wealthy, or mastered, what's going to happen to them in the future. Finally then, just a reminder of what you have to upload onto class charts. For the first task, you should upload your completed treasure hunt question sheet. This tells you the location of Dubai and its key characteristics. For the second task, you should upload your description of each job type, so some examples of those, or your GCSE answer on Dubai's employment structure. That forms your second learning journey. Or finally, the timeline pictures and the answers to secured or master questions that you did to explain reasons why Dubai has developed so rapidly. Well done again, Year 7 for completing your home learning. Look forward to seeing your work.